podcast, and we back with another YouTube live stream. Guys, I did it. This is my first. This is my first time getting the NFL predictions on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday, we didn't get it on Wednesday. It's not Wednesday today. It's Tuesday. Now, some of you guys might not see this until later because you guys are probably in school, but it's okay, bro. If you are watching this, I appreciate y'all. First thing I would ask for y'all to do is to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any live streams, any videos that I create. And yeah, man. But yeah, man, last week we did some picks we actually got right. Some picks were very questionable, and some picks I regretted it. So yeah, some teams sold my picks last week, so I'm gonna have to be a little lenient this week on how I pick. So we're gonna do that this week, and we're gonna pick efficiently. I'm gonna try and see if I can guess everything right this week. I'm gonna try and see if I can get the whole thing right this week. But if not, then I mean we'll just try again next week. All right, so let's start. We're not gonna waste no time. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure y'all like, subscribe. And I hurt my leg the other day, so I'm gonna need a sub. And yeah, man, let's get right into this. All right, so first game of the week, we have Thursday night football. The Seattle Seahawks are taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Now, last week the Seahawks they played last week. Um, I forgot who they played. Alexa, what was the final score with the Seahawks? Yeah, that's right. They did beat the New Orleans Saints, which is actually good because I had them beating the Saints. The Saints aren't that great if y'all think about it, bro. You know, the Saints are coming into this year 0-3. And yeah, man, I don't think a lot of people are going with the Saints to win a game. I mean, they could win a game, but you just got to really think of what opponent they're going up against for that. So yeah, Seahawks they beat the Saints last week, and then the Cardinals. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? The Cardinals last week they went up against the San Francisco 49ers. Last week the Cardinals they unfortunately lost to the who did they lose to? The Niners. But yeah, man. So yeah, bot. Who's a bot? I don't know who that is. All right, all right. Anyways, Seattle Seahawks versus the Cardinals. This week, I think, in my honest opinion, I think the Seahawks are gonna win this game because, you know, the Cardinals. I mean, they're not as good. I think Spike came here just to trash talk. Well, and he got timed out. So I mean, yeah, bro. I don't know what's up with Spike. But yeah, I think the Seahawks can beat the Cardinals this week. I really think it's be a good game between the Seahawks and the Cardinals. They are playing Thursday night football though, so you got to remind yourself who do you think's winning between the Cardinals and Seahawks? You know, it's Thursday night football. Cardinals, you know, they haven't been playing very great. So, and Seattle, they actually got a nice win last week. So, I think they're going to continue their nice little streak. So, I'm going to go with Seattle this week. You know, another bird going to beat another bird. So, yeah, we're gonna go Seattle. Seattle against the Cardinals. Seattle is my pick. All right. All right, next game. We got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday football, but it's an early morning game at 9:30 in the morning, so it must be an international game. So the Vikings taking on the Steelers. Now, last week, the Vikings they out blew my mind. Like they came and they did their dirty work against the Cincinnati Bengals, and that score was ugly. Okay, the Bengals, they got absolutely destroyed by the Vikings. I was totally wrong about the Vikings. I cannot believe I absolutely doubted the Vikings. I'm so sorry, Viking fans. I did not think the Vikings would be that damn good last week. Like that was a crazy game against the Bengals. They just kept running the score up. Bengals couldn't do nothing. Yeah, that was a bad game for Cincinnati. So yeah, Vikings definitely is going to be on my radar now for teams to pick for the next few weeks. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers, they not got a nice win against the Patriots, which I expected because the Patriots, I knew the Patriots were going to beat the Steelers. I had a feeling that the Steelers would come away with the win. It was a very close game near the end. Patriots failed to get the first down at that final play. I know Patriot fans were crashing out heavy, so yeah, man, it was not that great of a game for the Patriots. But the Steelers are taking on Vikings this week for the international game. And in my honest opinion, I think the Minnesota Vikings is taking this game because just how great they played last week, and you just gotta see like Minnesota's offense is very great, and they can match well against this Pittsburgh team. So I think Minnesota will continue this streak, and they'll probably play again like that. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I got Vikings this week against the Steelers. Um, I'm very confident this week with the Vikings because of how they played last week. I don't expect them to sell against the Steelers. But I mean, I guess we'll see what happens, right? But yeah, I'm going to go with the Vikings this week. I should have picked them last week, but I ended up picking Cincinnati. And once I say a pick, I can't change it. So yeah, but I'm going to go with Minnesota this week. So Viking fans, I'm with y'all this week. Just beat the Steelers. Moving on, you got a great matchup right here. You got the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Now, last week, the Commanders, they were back at home in Landover, Maryland. They took down the Raiders. So it was actually a good game for the Commanders. I expected y'all to beat the Raiders Commanders, even though we got beef. We ops. I still will support y'all with beating these teams. But like I said, it's Commanders K, Cowboys K, and Giants K, in my honest opinion, bro. So yeah, the Commanders, great that y'all got a win against the Raiders last week. Now y'all going up against the Atlanta Falcons. Whoo! Falcons. Falcons. What the hell happened? Like, bro, I know Falcon fans were just pissed last week. Like, bro, that was an ugly game, Falcons. Y'all got absolutely destroyed by the Carolina Panthers, 30-0. Falcons, it's gonna be a long year, Falcons. That was horrible. That was the worst performance I've ever seen from the Falcons. Like like everybody had the Falcons to win last week, but bro, we did not expect the Falcons to get absolutely pummeled by the Panthers. Like that was horrible. That was horrible. So this week the Falcons are back at home playing against the Commanders. In my honest opinion, I think the Commanders will take this game. Like I said, I just don't think the Falcons will have enough to go up against the Commanders. They got a tough opponent this week. They really didn't have a tough opponent last week. I mean, it was their division rival, but they couldn't even match well against their division rival. So now, going up against the Commanders, who's had a great week last week, I don't think they're going to win this game. So I'm going to go with the Commanders to take down this week. Falcon fans, I would just pray for the draft because I don't think y'all are going to make it far this year. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, bro. Like y'all gotta work out some issues with y'all kicker, and then you gotta pay Kirk Cousins, and then Michael Penix isn't playing good. You got a lot of issues to work out, Falcons. If you want to be a contending team for the playoffs, you got a lot of stuff to work out. But until then, yeah, I would just hope for next season, Falcons. But yeah, I got Commanders winning. Then you got a nice is an understatement. You got the New Orleans Saints versus the Buffalo Bills. The Saints versus the Bills. Now, the Saints, y'all are terrible. I'm just gonna say that Saints, y'all are terrible. All right. I'm not surprised that y'all keep losing every week. I am not surprised because Saints just don't got a good QB. I don't know what's up with their running backs. I don't know what's up with their defense. A lot of things is going wrong for the Saints, and it's clearly showing. They lost to the Seahawks last week. It was not a great performance from the Saints. And then the Buffalo Bills, nice Thursday night win last week against the Dolphins. I give y'all props, Bills. Y'all been playing great, and y'all are undefeated. So it's gonna be a great year for Bills fans. You know, this week 4 matchup against the Saints, I do have the Buffalo Bills winning this game because I just don't think the Saints will have enough to beat Buffalo. Buffalo's too strong of a team for New Orleans. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree with me. So if you guys are smart, you would pick Buffalo to win this game. So Buffalo is going to absolutely smoke the hell out the New Orleans Saints, and I cannot wait to see that. So Buffalo, go do y'all thing and beat the Saints on Sunday. Then you got another matchup that's very, very great. Like I said, great is an understatement. You got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the New York Giants, aka the New York Midgets, aka one of my ops. So, the Chargers, great win last week, Chargers, against the Broncos. I knew y'all were going to beat the Broncos. I had faith in y'all, and y'all did not let me down. Thank you, Chargers, for not letting me down. All right. I am so glad the Chargers have been playing very good, man. I don't have no doubts in my mind. They're an undefeated team like I hope they would be. They're a very good team. Charger fans are very pleased this year. They are very pleased. Kansas City hasn't been doing that well. So, I mean, Charger fans, they got to be having a relief right now. Sigh of relief for Charger fans. And Giants, yeah, my little bros of the NFC East. Yeah, last week y'all lost to the Chiefs, and um I was expecting y'all were gonna lose to the Chiefs because y'all not a great team, Giants. Okay, you got a lot of issues you got to work out. There's too many problems with this team. The Giants, they got one of the worst defenses in the league. Okay, their quarterback is damn near about to retire. Okay, I don't know what's up with their head coach. Like, they got some issues to work out. So, New York fans, you got a lot of stuff to work out, and it's not going to be another great week for the Giants. They're already 0-3 to start the year, and it looks like they might take another L this year because I got them losing to the Chargers. So I got the Chargers winning against the Giants. No, the Giants are not good. Like, Chargers, you should not lose to the Giants. Don't lose to my little bros. Don't do it. Okay, Giants are terrible. So I got the Chargers beating the Giants, bro. And yeah, bro, Giants too little, bro. Too little Giants. Oh, this was one I was waiting on. We got a good one, y'all. Week 4. We got my Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, aka the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right. So my Eagles going up against the Buccaneers. Okay. Last week, my Eagles, we pulled away. Everybody didn't think we would beat the Rams. Like, they was like doubting us. They was like, Eagles ain't beating Rams. Now, who in the hell said that? Somebody should have just shut their mouth because the Rams, bro, at first they were beating us badly, and I was on live stream crashing out, and y'all saw that. Y'all saw my reaction. I was definitely crashing out. But near the end of the game, bro, Jordan Davis. Holy shit. Jordan Davis, he saved our asses, bro. I can't even lie, bro. Jordan Davis, bro, blocked the field goal, and then he ran it in for a touchdown, bro. The big fella. Who would have knew Jordan Davis would be the fucking answer to our fucking win, bro? But yeah, man, I am so glad Jordan Davis blocked that field goal, and he got us the win by going in for a touchdown. So yeah, man, it was a close call against the Rams. So I'm glad we pulled away the win, but we cannot play like that again. And the Buccaneers, they're another team that we got to watch out for. They're a very good team. They just got a nice win, a close nail biter win last week against the New York Jets. So they got a nice win last week against the Jets. And yeah, man, we got to watch out for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a very good ass team. They got Mike Evans, they got Baker Mayfield. We got to watch out for them. But as long as we can, stop their run game and shut down Baker Mayfield, I do not see us losing. So, you know, usually I would go with this, but I think we can pull off the win here. I think we can win here, low key. So I'm gonna go with Eagles to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week. Even though I had us losing this week, but I think we can pull away a win because we lost to Tampa Bay so many times. Like I think we can low key pull away with a win this week. So I'm gonna have us winning this week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a great day. Hopefully we can beat the Buccaneers, bro. But yeah, man, we gotta get back. We gotta beat these guys, bro. Because it's been long enough with us, not beating teams like the Buccaneers. Like this is the one team that we cannot beat. So we got to beat them. We got to. Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. All right, so last week the Titans they got absolutely destroyed by the Indianapolis Colts, which I am not surprised because the Colts are a better team than the Titans. And you guys shouldn't have been surprised that the Colts were going to cream them because the Titans were pretty bad. So yeah, they got absolutely smoked at home, against the Colts. I had a feeling the Colts were going to smoke them. The Texans, on the other hand, I think the Texans lost as well. So both of these teams have not been doing great. They got some problems they got to work out this year, especially with Tennessee. They got a lot of things to work out. In this game, though, I got the Houston Texans winning because, like I said, I just don't got no faith in the Titans, bro. I just don't. I just don't got no faith in the Titans. So I'm gonna go with the Houston Texans this week. I hope the Texans can take down the Titans. I mean, anybody can take the Titans down. I mean, if you don't take the Titans down, then you just what do we say about that if you can't take down the Titans? I don't know. I don't know what to say. So, Houston, do not let me down or we will have a problem. Don't let me down, Houston. You can take down Tennessee. And y'all are at home too. So, don't let Tennessee beat y'all. All right? Don't let them do it. All right. We got another great matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. So the Cleveland Browns last week, Alexa, what was the final score with the Cleveland Browns? Oh, the Cleveland Browns. They upset the Green Bay Packers last week, 13-10. I forgot about that. A little disappointed. A little disappointed that the Browns took down the Packers. I was not expecting that at all. That was very unexpected. So yeah, the Browns came off a nice win against the Packers. That was a nail biter game. And then the Lions, on the other hand, they took down the Baltimore Ravens yesterday night on Monday Night Football. They took down the Baltimore Ravens. And bro, Ravens, what the hell is up with y'all, bro? I don't know what's up with the Ravens, but Detroit. Seeing Detroit take down the Ravens, that was actually big. Boy, that was actually big for the Lions. That was big. Because a lot of people thought Ravens were going to win. Even myself. I thought the Ravens were going to win. I didn't think Detroit was going to win. But hey, some told me Detroit might have a win. Some told me I probably should have listened. But I'm not going to hold back this week. I think Detroit's going to win this week. I think they're going to win this week. I think I got them beating the Cleveland Browns. I got a lot of faith in Detroit. Since they got a lot of people back, I got Detroit winning. So I got Detroit taking down the Browns, and hopefully they don't sell because I had them winning against what I had them winning against. I think I had them winning against the Packers one time, and I think they lost. Oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. It was some other team. I don't know. I don't know. I forgot. But yeah, I got the Lions winning this week against the Browns. It shouldn't be a challenge for the Lions. If it is, then that's a problem because the Lions they absolutely destroyed their last two opponents, and I would hate for them to lose to Cleveland. You feel me? So I got the Lions beating the Browns this week. All right, moving on. We got the Carolina Panthers taking on the New England Patriots. Now, Carolina, our boys looked very serious last week. Like, y'all scored 30 on the Falcons. You absolutely destroyed your opponent last week, Panthers. So, I mean, I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised. A little surprised with y'all, Panthers. I wish you could have done that in the other weeks when I picked y'all, but I guess you couldn't. Now y'all taking on the New England Patriots, who just came off a loss against the Pittsburgh Steelers due to them not getting the first down near the end of the game. Patriots, you know, I had a feeling you guys would go back to your old ways, man. And this is why I'm going to go ahead and choose the Carolina Panthers in this game to win because I just don't think the Panthers. I mean, I don't think the Patriots are going to go back to what they were playing as. You know, if they're going to play like that, how they played against the Steelers, that's not going to change my mind. I mean, it might change my mind, but the way the Panthers played last week, I don't think the Patriots want to do that against the Panthers. Like, you don't want to do that. I'm telling you, Patriots, you don't want to do that. So this week, I'm going to go with the Panthers. You know, I didn't trust the Panthers last week, and that's my bad, Panthers. I didn't trust y'all last week. But this week, I'm going to trust y'all to get the win against the Patriots in Gillette Stadium. So, Panthers, I got Panthers beating the Patriots on Sunday. So, let's see if that happens. If not, then I am going to be a little depressed. So, I'm hoping the Panthers can prove me wrong again, just like they did last Sunday, which I'm so mad about. All right, moving on to our 405 matchups. We got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the LA Rams. Now, the Colts, y'all looked very serious last week. I mean, y'all handled business against the Titans, which I expected y'all to do. I mean, the Titans aren't that great of a team, and I knew y'all were going to destroy the Titans. So, great job beating the Titans, Colts. Good job. Cause give yourselves a pat on the back, Colts fans, because I knew y'all were going to beat the Titans. And the Rams. Oh, Rams. Oh man, Rams. It was so funny to beat y'all on Sunday. It was hilarious. It was so hilarious beating the Rams, bro. They blew a 26-7 lead on the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh boy, Rams fans were probably heated. They were probably heated when the Eagles came back like that. Hey, I don't care. Kyron Williams said he hates the Eagles. And you know what? You know what I gotta say to you, Kyron Williams? We don't like you either, bro. We don't like you either, bro. Like seriously. We don't care if you don't like us, Kyron Williams. You know what our motto is, bro. They don't like us and we don't care. You feel me? Like we don't care, bro. We don't care if you don't like us, Kyron Williams. You're just mad that y'all lost. Y'all lost three times to us, bro. Y'all lost to us in the regular season last year, 37-20. You lost to us in the divisional game last year in the snow, and then you lose to us in perfect conditions in Philadelphia again. Do we just own the Rams? Is it safe to say that my Eagles own the Rams? Is it safe to say it? I mean, like, what more do we have to do against the Rams? I mean, we beat the Rams so many times in the past 7 months. Like, bro, is it safe to say we own the Rams? I think it's safe to say it. So, yeah, we own the Rams. Anyways, the Colts are taking on the Rams, and after that lousy performance I seen from the Rams last week, I'm gonna go with the Colts to win because I don't think the Colts are gonna blow a 26-7 lead like the Rams did, and they're definitely not getting their field goal blocked twice like the Rams did. So I'm gonna go with the Colts to win this game. And yeah, man, Rams, y'all don't got no fans. Ah, so funny. All right, moving on. Another 405 game. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. So Jaguars versus the 49ers. Jaguars, nice win last week. Wait, I think y'all won last week. Alexa, what was the Jaguars' final score? Last Sunday, September 21st, the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Houston Texans 17-10. Thank you for beating the Houston Texans Jaguars. I had a feeling y'all would beat them. Thank you for beating them, Jags. It was very much appreciated. This week they're going up against the 49ers, who got a game winning field goal against the Cardinals on Sunday, which thank you, 49ers, for doing that because I had y'all beating the Cardinals. So, 49ers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is going to be a very good ass game. You know, it's going to be a game for the ages. You feel me? It might come down to the wire. I'm going to tell y'all this. It might come down to the wire. So stay tuned for that. All right? This game is in San Francisco. Um, I have no doubt in my mind that both of these teams are going to put on a show. But we got to pick one team today. And the team I picked to win this game is the San Francisco 49ers. I got the Niners winning again because, you know, the Niners been playing very good, bro. They've been playing very good, and I don't know if that's going to slow down anytime soon. So, I mean, all they got to do is contain Jacksonville, and they'll be straight. So, I got the Niners beating the Jaguars on Sunday. Hopefully, they don't let me down. I mean, they didn't let me down last week, so why the hell would they let me down this week? You feel me? But we'll see what happens. I got the 49ers beating the Jaguars now this week for week 4. So, it's going to be a good game. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Then you got the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The Bears, thank you. Thank you for taking down the Dallas Cowgirls last week. Thank you, Bears. I am so glad y'all took down Dallas, bro. Oh, that was such a great win. I was laughing my ass off, bro. When Chicago beat Dallas, bro, that was hilarious, bro. I had Dallas winning that game, but bro, I just knew they were gonna find some way to fuck it up, bro. I just knew they were gonna find some way to fuck it up. But yeah, Chicago, y'all did y'all thing last week. Thank y'all for beating them. The Raiders, they unfortunately lost to the Commanders last week. Another one of my ops. So yeah, not that great for Raiders. For this game, I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears to win this game, just because the Raiders aren't that good. You know, the Raiders aren't that good. And I think the Bears will probably go crazy again. We'll see though. We'll see though. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears. I'm gonna go with the Bears. I feel like the Bears can really shake something up this time. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go with Chicago this week. Mm, mm, we got some good ass games. Shaq. When I show y'all what this next game's about to be, you're gonna be mind blown. We got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Bro, this game is about to be crazy. The Chiefs versus the Ravens. Wow. I mean, both of these teams are struggling, but whenever you hear Chiefs and Ravens going up against each other, you're like, is this for real? This is about Yo, this is about to be one hell of a battle. Chiefs versus Ravens. in Arrowhead. This is the same stadium the Ravens lost on that toe tap to start off the year from last year. It's gonna be some bad blood. Some bad blood this week. This is gonna be one hell of a game. This game definitely is gonna come down to the wire, no doubt. No doubt this game's coming down to the wire. And it's at 4:25 p.m. So this game's gonna come down to the wire for sure. This is a hard choice, guys. As far as picks, bro, this got to be the hardest choice, bro. I mean, the Ravens, they sold last week against Detroit, but against Kansas City, and Kansas City, they're 1-2. Baltimore is 1-2. Both of these teams are 1-2. Oh, this is a tough decision, bro. Bro, I might have to come back to this. I'm gonna come back to this. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to this, but I will give y'all an answer before I end this stream. I'm gonna come back to that game. Now the next game, oh shit. The Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowgirls. Oh, this is about to draw some crazy bad blood. Whoa. Packers versus Dallas. Now we all know the history with these two teams. The last time the Cowboys went up against Green Bay, they eliminated them in the wild card. And then Micah Parsons got traded to the Packers from Dallas. So it's a lot of bad blood between these teams at the moment. Now, this is a Sunday night football game, so I'm going to be watching this. I will be tuning in, Dallas. I will be tuning in. So y'all better not be scared, Dallas. But for this game, bro, it's a no-brainer for me. I got the Green Bay Packers winning. I just want to see Dallas lose. I just want to see Dallas lose to Green Bay. That's what I want to see. I really want to see Green Bay beat Dallas, bro. So I'm gonna go with Green Bay to take down Dallas this week because I don't think Dallas is gonna be able to beat this team, bro. Especially with Micah playing. Oh yeah, Dallas is losing. Dallas is losing. I'm sorry, Cowgirls, y'all are losing. There's no way you're beating Green Bay. Green Bay's beating this team. Green Bay, I need y'all to score at least 40 points on this team, bro. Turn these fraud Cowgirls into like clowns, bro. I want y'all to demolish them. I want y'all to expose the Cowgirls. I want to see some crying Cowgirl fans. I want to see Cowgirl fans leaving the stadium by the third quarter. That's what I want to see. So I got the Packers beating Dallas on Sunday. Dallas, I don't like y'all. I hope your Packers go crazy, y'all, because bro, this right here, Dallas fans, if Dallas loses this game against Green Bay, Dallas fans is gonna break their TVs probably. Oh, the crash out's gonna be crazy. The Dallas fans are gonna crash out heavy. They're gonna crash out heavy if they lose to Green Bay on Sunday. And I'm here for it. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready for the crash out session. When Green Bay beats them, I'm gonna be ready for the crash out session for them. Green Bay, please, Green Bay, please get it done. Get this, please beat them, Green Bay, please, bro. Especially with Micah, please beat them, please. I gotta see this beat down. I am not missing the Dallas getting beat down by Green Bay again. I'm not. I will be there. I will be there, Dallas. Don't think I'm avoiding y'all. I am not avoiding y'all. Why would I avoid Dallas Cowgirl fans? Why? Y'all are losing to Green Bay, bro. Y'all are losing, bro. I'm not worried about y'all. Green Bay, do what y'all got to do, bro. Moving on. Moving on. We got two Monday night games this week. Okay, interesting. Two Monday night games. First up, we got the New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins. So, divisional rivals going up against each other. Now, both of these teams are horrible. I'm just going to say it. Both of these teams are horrible. The Jets are horrible. The Dolphins are horrible. So, we got the battle of the trash. So, we're going to have who's better at being trash. I don't even know who to fucking pick, bro. You know what, bro? I got a good pick. I'm gonna go with the Miami Dolphins. I mean, sure, the Dolphins are kind of bad right now, but I think they can beat the Jets, bro. Like, I don't think they're gonna struggle against the Jets. But yeah, man, yeah, I got the Dolphins. I got Dolphins. They taking down the Jets. They play at 7:15 p.m. on Monday, so that's an early Monday night game. So I got the Dolphins beating the Jets. Okay, there's no way they should lose to the Jets. The Jets are way worse than the Dolphins, but they both are trash. So yeah, but I think the Dolphins got the advantage here. And then you got the 8:15 game an hour later, the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos, and my obvious choice is the Denver Broncos because I don't trust Cincinnati. After what I saw last week, I don't trust Cincinnati. So I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos to beat Cincinnati. Denver's at home, so yeah, bro. I got Denver beating Cincinnati. I don't trust Cincinnati, bro. All right, now that's all out the way. Let's go back to this Ravens and Chiefs game. Man, this is a hard game. This is going to be a tough game to choose, bro. You know what? I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, bro. I think they can beat the Ravens again. I mean, they've beaten the Ravens many times, bro. And the Ravens already are struggling. So I'm going to go with Kansas City. I think Kansas City can get them again. Even though Kansas City is not better than the Ravens, but mean, they beat them so many times. I mean, no choice but to pick Kansas City. But this is going to be a good game. Don't get me wrong, but Kansas City will definitely come out on top on this one. So yeah, man. Baltimore, I'm sorry. I have to go against y'all again. And after what I saw against Detroit last night, I'm not impressed. I am not impressed. Y'all lost the hood, bro. Anyways, that's my week 4 predictions. I hope y'all enjoy that. We will be back for week number 5 next week. And yeah, man, it's going to be a great week 4. I hope you guys enjoy week 4 football. And week 5, I will see y'all week 5. And yeah, man, let's get it.